It's your boy Jay Cruz.
And Justin the Lawyer.
And this is
The Whole Truth.
And today we're going to talk about something I know a little bit about. Cannabis. Mary Jane.
Yeah, I like that. It's good stuff.
Marijuana.
Definitely. It's all
lot
in
of
the
names.
news. You talking about legalization or use, recreational, medicinal? What do you want to wrap about?
All those topics. Quick, hit them. Come on.
Well,
Should it be legal?
I think should it be legal? I think eventually it will be.
It's on its way to be legal.
Yeah, I think it's on its way. But I think a lot of people don't understand how it's going to show up. I believe it's going to show up, but it's going to be a lot different than people's interpretation. Unlike tobacco or unlike, say, like alcohol,
right?
You know, you can brew your own beer, but you can't really make alcohol in mass. You can make weed in mass in your own apartment, in your attic or whatever.
Right.
And the government can't tax it.
Right.
And so this stuff goes back to, say, like the whiskey tax in the 1800s,
Exactly.
the sin taxes in Texas, which are about taxing alcohol consumption, cigarette smoking, and gambling. And Texas makes, I don't know, $3-4 billion a year off of that stuff. And it's revenue that goes to pay the state for all the good things that the state does.
Highways, schools,
You
blah, blah,
name it.
blah.
Yeah, and it's not a huge amount of Texas revenue taxation strategy, but it's a big enough amount that when you look at weed consumption on a recreational basis, it will never be legalized until the state figures out a way to tax it.
Or control it. Like if so you can't grow it yourself and do it yourself.
Absolutely. There'd be zoning restrictions.
Right, like your house would only be allowed to have 2 plants.
That's it.
You would only do this or that. So I do agree with you there. They're going to put some type of control. I don't think they'll ever have total control because it's a natural thing that you can just grow yourself.
Well,
how are they going to control it? Are they going to buy all the seeds?
That's
you can't take my seeds.
That's the reason it's not legal. Because they haven't figured out how to control it.
But it is legal in some places, so they have figured it out there, I guess.
Canada is about to go full recreational,
legal.
I think, in a couple of weeks. And so the United States will be watching closely, I'm sure, to see how that works out.
To see how they're doing it.
Yeah, because you have municipalities working together. It's not just federal government, but it's also state and then city governments. Because you think about things as secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
Smoking inside of buildings, building ordinances.
Yeah. And I do feel like
stores by schools.
Right, and I feel like just how alcohol is treated, you can't smoke in it. Yeah. There's certain areas you can't do it. It'll have the same rules that alcohol has, all that stuff. And but I do feel that even you can make your own liquor, right?
Sure.
It takes a while. It's hard work. You can grow your own weed. It takes a while. It's hard work.
Sure.
I think that alone is a deterrent anyway, because it does take time. You know, I've smoked one time in my life homegrown weed, and it's usually not very good if you don't know what you're doing. So I do understand that too. Well, it won't be easy, but for people who don't know how to grow it, how are you going to stop them from growing it?
Yeah, and there's a bunch of educational information out there. You can watch YouTube videos on how to get your own grow going.
Right, for sure.
But I do think all of the regulation that's going to come along with this is going to make it difficult, because you're either going to have to front end finance all the regulation that's necessary,
right,
or you're going to have to start slowly, and from the taxation of marijuana, you can then pay for the regulation. Do you get what I'm saying?
From the money, yeah. From the money you're making off the marijuana, you can pay for the regulations and set up the rules and boundaries that you need to try to control it and blah, 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 because they have to make money. As long as it's taxable.
They do, baby.
It's allowed.
Yeah, the reality of all this is it's a financial issue now.
Yeah,
so you could talk about all the benefits of CBD or THC or the combination of both. There are clearly medical benefits of it. I think that's been proven. You can't disprove the scientific benefits of it. But now what they're looking at is, how the hell do we make money off of this? How do we build a better process for collecting tax revenue every single month off of this?
Because it makes money.
Oh, there's no doubt.
It makes billions in a year.
You gonna be a kingpin? Once it's legalized, you're gonna be a kingpin?
I mean, I have some knowledge of Mary Jane and her necessities.
You're gonna call you. You're gonna go from being J. Cruz to L. Cruz.
No, but I do think it's
El Cruzo.
El Cruzo. I like that. I kind of like that. I think it's an enterprise that me and you should be maybe investing.
Yeah, I'd be Justin the Grower instead of Justin the Lawyer.
We could call it, like, what if you come out with your own strand? What would you call it? What would you call your own strand?
That's a good one, man. I got to think of a legal term for this.
Laying down the law. The Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I think I call it the life sentence.
No. Ooh, life. Ooh, is that life sentence. What you got, bro? I got that 1200 right now. Life sentence, man. Locked up for days, bro. We just have you locked up. That's awesome.
No shit.
All right, but all jokes aside, I do feel like it should be legalized, and eventually it will.
I'm sure it will be. Yeah, I'm confident it will be. But again, this is America, baby. It's all about that bread.
Opportunity, literally the land of opportunity. Mm-hmm. Literally, but
even if it's for the government.
Yeah, and I'd much rather have a bunch of people on the street smoking weed than drinking, because it's just, they're just chill.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation. The reality is, in the states where marijuana's been legalized,
crime has gone down.
Drinking has gone down. Alcohol consumption has gone down. So the states have got to figure out a way to make up, because there's excise tax on alcohol.
Shit, it's back to money again.
Yeah, it's back to money again. Yeah, so drinking goes down.
So for the drinking enterprise, that's a problem for them.
It is. It's a problem for bars.
So now they're going to promote even harder. So now it's a whole thing, man, just for money. Everything about that money, man, that paper, boy.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yep.
All right, well, keep smoking. It's your boy Jay Cruz.
And Justin the Lawyer.
And this is
the whole truth.